welcome back to the channel Tarot Yogi. I'm Vinit, and today we have another timeless pick a card reading, and today it's a fun reading. Today's topic is going to be, if your person called you drunk, what would their honest confessions be? No filter. So we have three piles to choose from. Pile number one, we have our Edmund Dulac Tarot. Pile number two, we have our John Bauer Tarot. And pile number three, we have our very own Tarot of the Owls. So again, take a minute, see what pile is being called to you intuitively. The description box below will have the timestamp for your pile. And again, remember, these are general readings. So please take what resonates, leave the rest. And if you like my style of reading, please like this video, share, subscribe, comment. It means a lot to help the channel grow. And again, remember, these are general readings. So please take what resonates, leave the rest. And if you like my style of reading, please like this video, share, subscribe, comment. It means a lot to help the channel grow. And if you want to reach out for a private reading, you can definitely do that. My email ID and my Instagram handle are given in the description box below, so you can definitely reach out for a private reading, and I'll see you guys in your reading. Thank you. Hello, pile number one. If you chose the Edmund Dulac Tarot, this is your reading on what would your person's drunk, honest confessions be. So just give me a minute and we'll get to channeling. Okay, pile number one, we have Nine of Pentacles, we have Page of Wands, we have Temperance, we have Knight of Swords, we have Eight of Wands, Two of Swords, Justice, Queen of Pentacles, and we have Ten of Cups. And when I was shuffling, the lights literally just went off for like 5 good minutes. And even before I started recording, there were just all kinds of disturbances that started just before I started to record. So I do feel there's a lot of distance between you and your person, and a lot of things are left unsaid. And I think you both are mirroring the fact that you both feel as if there's too much water under the bridge and you cannot really come together. So there is no communication here, I would say, pretty much. And your person can see that you're pretty much in your independent girl boss energy. You're showing up here as Nine of Pentacles. So you have really worked your way to your success, and no one can take that from you. No one can really take the hard work and sort of minimize it to be for it to be something it's not. Your person would honestly say that they're very insecure, because they do realize that ever since you have changed, your energy has changed. You have a lot of suitors and they do see that there is a lot of competition for them to even come back. And I don't think your person really has the confidence to sort of come back towards you, because they would rather just go along pretending that the connection didn't mean what it meant to you. And your person would definitely apologize, but I don't know how much of the apology should you take, because I do feel your person would apologize, but I don't know how much of the apology is very real, because they will probably just say things that they need to say in order to, again, scapegoat themselves out of the situations that they have got themselves into, and even you into. I think that they did get you into a lot of situations which were less than pleasing for you to be in, and they would say that they would try to change their behavior, but I think the emphasis is on try. I don't know how much personal work your person has done. I don't think they have done a lot of work, to be very honest. And they would say that they think about reaching out to you very often, but they don't. They chicken out, and they do feel that they're getting their justice over here. So I do think your person treated you very badly. I don't think your person had the best way to say goodbye to you. Perhaps I think you were just left hanging. You didn't really get the closure you needed, and you really had to pillage your way through. You really had to claw your way out into becoming this best version of yourself. And they see that you're shining more than ever. We don't have the star card, but that's what the energy is giving here, pile number one. And your person would say that you seem like a pretty star in the dark night sky that is so far for them to reach. And they would also say that they envy the fact that you don't really need them, and perhaps as much as they need you. But then again, I do feel this is very manipulative of them. And I think they would still build castles in the air for you and promise you a happily ever after that they don't really know if they can deliver in the first place. And they would say they have regrets and they would do things differently, but I don't think if they even had the chance they would do things differently, because I think sooner or later they would behave the same way, because I don't think they have done enough work. So I think you need to just continue being in your Nine of Pentacles energy. I think you need to just continue shining and doing your thing. And I just had a client today and I gave her this example of how, and I used weight loss as an example, where people people create so much people create so much intensity around just wanting to lose the extra fat, for example, that they don't often realize that losing weight is one thing, but sort of maintaining that for yourself is something else. And often, even if people manage to lose the weight, whether they do it surgically or non-surgically through hard work, because they haven't changed their core eating habits, for example, they would sort of go back to again putting on unnecessary weight. And again, I'm just using weight as an example, so fit it to your situation. But I think in this context, your person is sort of like that. They, even on the outside, I think they're just pretending that everything is okay and nothing has really changed in their life. But it's very difficult for them to look inwards because they probably don't have the habit to look inwards. So now they're being forced to look inwards, and it's not a very pleasant sight they see. I think that's what your person would say to you, and your person would ask you to wait. And but I don't think they would again promise you how much time, because by what I feel, being in your person's energy is, it would take a lot for them. I think they do have a lot of few lessons for them to learn. And I think that the major lesson they taught you was the fact that you have to learn to be in your independent energy. You truly don't need anyone. And if when you truly feel desperate, all you have to do is go inwards and find lost parts of yourself that are creating this pain in the first place. And it's sort of a way for you to heal yourself. And you need to realize that again, sometimes the worst people are our best teachers. And till you again change something at the core, which you have, I think you have really done the work of changing yourself little by little daily, putting in that mundane work every day, day in and day out. I do feel that in your energy. And because of that, you have reached this beautiful stability for yourself in every sense of the word. I think you have really created a beautiful garden for yourself no matter where you go. And I think this person has again just taught you how powerful you are. I think you know yourself more than you ever have before. So even if some fool comes and tells you something you're not, you know to stand in your own truth and not let sort of people take on your narrative. Like I do feel your person did. So I think they would say that they are a little afraid that you have taken your power back, and they would want you to give them a free pass. But again, I just don't know if they would not do the same thing again, because I think your person is still going through things. They're still healing. I think they're still understanding themselves. And I think you have already done the work. So again, the energetic gap between both of y'all has increased. And I'm sure you feel that way too, pile number one. So keep up the good work. Your person would also say that they also sort of envy the fact that you are very self-aware and it doesn't take you a lot of time to realize things. So you don't keep yourself stuck in negative situations which would be extremely detrimental to your cause, but you keep it moving. Once you understand what needs to be cut out, and you make the necessary alterations. I think that's the best way I can say it. Yeah. Shuffle some oracle. Okay, so we have please don't move on, and I kept the texts. And like I was saying, this is just confirmation, thank you, Spirit, that your person doesn't want you to move on. And I do feel they're holding on to your energy. So if you have any clothes that you have given them, or if you gifted them something or you gave them something or even the text messages, they're really holding on to all of that. And I do think it's a little selfish, honestly, but I don't think you need anyone in your life right now to bring you down more than they already have. Pile number one. And I think you do understand the lesson and you understand what you had to do. And so now it's really up to you to not repeat the cycle and know that there is something better for you. Yeah. Any other messages? Yeah, that's all I have for pile number. Once again, it's a general reading, so please take what resonates, leave the rest. And if you like my style of reading, please like this video, share, subscribe, comment. It means a lot. It helps the channel grow. And if you want to reach out for a private reading, you can definitely do that. My email ID and my Instagram handle given in the description box below, so you can definitely reach out for a private reading. And I'll see you guys in the next reading. Hello, pile number two. If you chose the John Bauer Tarot, this is your reading on your person's drunk, honest confessions. If they call you drunk, what would they say? Okay, pile number two, we have Queen of Wands, we have the Magician, Nine of Cups, we have Ten of Cups, we have Hierophant, Knight of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles, Three of Swords, and Ten of Pentacles. And when I was shuffling, I was hearing Radar by Britney Spears. So that's your channel's song. Definitely check it out. But again, with the song, I feel your person wants you to truly know that they do play it off cool, but they really, really like you. They think you're very, very attractive. And they really try their best to hold on to a stoic face. But you make it extremely difficult for them to do so. The reading starts with Queen of Wands. So your person is extremely attracted to you and they think about you more than they let you know. Your person is thinking about you like multiple times throughout the day and night. And we have the Magicians again. So your person loves the fact that you're so independent, that you create whatever you require, and situations always work out for you in your benefit. And I think your person has again maybe seen you grow, or they have seen you get through situations like a beautiful cat that always lands on its feet. Your person would really give you that compliment. But again, I do think your person is proud. I think your person is, it's not just proud. I do think they have their own insecurities and they often don't let you know how they truly feel. So they could have a bit of this avoidant attachment style, right? But your person again sees you as Nine of Cups. They see you as wish fulfillment. They really think that you are perfect in every sense of the way, and your person really likes to do small things to make you happy. I think they if they drunk call you, they would ask you if you notice those things, and I do think you notice those things. And I think your person is too afraid to want something everlasting and something beautiful because of their own past. And I think they also understand your past in a lot of ways. So there's a lot of fear around the love they feel for you, which keeps them in check and it keeps their stoic face on. But they really just want to hug you and they want to spend more time with you. And they think you're incredibly wise. They like to know things from you. They like when you give them advice. You could be a Taurus over here. We do have Hierophant in the center of the reading and we have Knight of Pentacles. So they love how stable you are. You harmonize their energy, you balance them out when they're feeling very extreme, and they really appreciate you for it. I don't think they have always had the time to tell you how truly they appreciate the small things, and in a way you also teach them how to live a better life. So and I do think you're incredibly kind. So your person loves your kindness. Your person, I think your person thinks about you so much is because they haven't had a lot of people be kind to them, and you have been extremely kind. So you've really touched their heart in a way, I would say. And again, there's a very big important message on patience over here. So I do feel a lot of y'all are Tauruses, or you have prominent Taurus placements, or maybe you're midheaven or your North Node is in Taurus, because there is a lot of this patient energy of taking your time to build things, not being in a hurry just because other people are mass producing things. You're really taking your time with how you want it, and and they love this. Your person loves how you teach them to slow down, how you really teach them to savor sensually every experience, whether it be good or bad, and to see experiences as just experiences and to not color them as good or bad. So you're teaching your person a lot of metaphysical things as well through just maybe everyday conversations or maybe just memes, right? And again, the reading ends with 10 of Pentacles. So your person would say that if they could have you, they would have you forever and they would never let you go. But again, I think your person is just too afraid to say that because they can tell that you are also going through your own transformations and they don't want to hurt you. They do want to treat you very delicately. But at the same time, they do understand that in order for them to get close, you would, you both would have to put your guard down. And it, like, I'm in the energy and it almost feels like a high school crush. And I'm just getting butterflies in my stomach. So, I do think you both make each other feel extremely nervous. So I think your person would just want you to stop feeling nervous and kiss them. I think we'll just keep it to that because your person again has a few regrets with you. They really wish they could open up to you more. They could tell you more things, and they would also say that they also wish that you would tell them more things. So I think oftentimes they look for cues, and I don't think the conversation always goes where it needs to. And I think you just skim through the surface often. So I think your person would tell you to not do that and to not let them also do that and to be more vulnerable with them so they can also be more vulnerable with you. I think, yeah. So it's a very sweet message for you, pile number 2. And I would also say your person often might feel that they're not good enough. I think there is a lot of difference between who they are and who you are. And I do think you also wonder often about the differences as if would you truly be able to come together synergetically? And I do feel that there is a good possibility for you both to do that. And sometimes the difference that we have between people is what sets us free. And if you really take the polarity to the extremes, it comes to a point of unity. And you, I think you do see that how different you are and how yet you are so similar. And I think this is what your person would say, that they really feel like you both are like two peas in a pod, and they would, they wish they had more confidence to again maybe do more, because I do think often you expect things from them, and they also don't want to sort of be pushy and they want to be consensual, and they don't always want to come off as inconsiderate. So I think there is also a lot of misunderstanding between you and your person. And I think if you both just spoke your heart out to each other, I think it would really mend a lot of things and it would make your relationship easy. Yeah, I think that's the best way I can say. But again, your person would say that they really don't want to take from you, they only want to add to your life. So I think they're coming from a very honest and a very beautiful intentional place. I don't think they have any malice against you. And I think at the end of the day, a person would say that you truly inspire them. Yeah. Shuffle some marker. Okay, pile number 2, we have I do talk about you and I want to make love to you. So, like I said, your person doesn't like that y'all don't. Your person doesn't like that y'all don't talk enough. Your person would love to talk to you every day, multiple times a day if they could, but they would definitely like to speak to you at least once a day. And they definitely speak about you to their friends and family. And I do think they have some good people around them to sort of ask you to persuade you. So I do think even the friends and family have a very positive image of you, if you were wondering that. And yeah, I think your person just can't wait to be with you. I think they really are in love. So sweet. Yeah. So I would say pile number two, you need to really take your time with this and understand that you are experiencing a rite of passage. Things are not always going to be the way they are in your life right now, and better times are coming, especially with this person if you wish it to be them. But know that you have so much to look forward to. Yeah. Any other messages? Yeah, that's all I have for pile number twos. Again, it's a general reading. So please take what resonates, leave the rest. And if you like my style of reading, please like this video, share, subscribe, comment. It means a lot. It helps the channel grow. And if you want to reach out for a private reading, you can definitely do that. My email ID and my Instagram handle are given in the description box below. So you can definitely reach out for private reading, and I'll see you guys in your next reading. Thank you. Hello, pile number three. If you chose the Tarot of the Owls, this is your reading on your person's honest drunk confessions. If they drunk dial you, what would they say? And we already have Seven of Pentacles and Strength jumping up. Okay, pile number three, we have Seven of Pentacles, we have Strength, we have Nine of Wands, we have Lovers, King of Swords, Five of Swords, Three of Pentacles, the High Priestess, and we have Seven of Swords. So there's a lot of swords over here. Let's start with that. I think your person really admires how you get out of very futile situations, how you have a way with your words, and I think your person has really seen you grow over a period of time, so, or a short period of time, but yet they have seen sort of like an arc of your journey, and they really admire how you're so graceful yet strategic, and it's not just luck, it's your blessings, but it's also your mind. They're very impressed and attracted to your mind, and they would also say that they wish they could think like you. So there is a sense of them thinking that you're more intelligent than them. So I do think that ego sort of gets in the way often, and I'm sure this must have come up in their behavior with you often. But with Seven of Pentacles, your person would say that they think you're extremely wise and you have the patience needed to succeed at whatever you choose to do. And you have taught them that, I think your person always thought that brute strength was the way, but you have taught them that there is a more superior strength, a more gentler strength, and a more potent strength where you don't have to exert your force to get your way. And also learning to harness your power instead of using it all the time to again get your way. So your person would say that you have made them incredibly wise, and they would agree that they have hurt you and that they're extremely sorry for their behavior, and they can understand why you're being so guarded with them. So I do think your person might have tried reaching out to you, and your person definitely wants a union over here. They definitely want to come together with you and work something out. I do think they're holding on to a lot of regret and guilt about the past, and they would tell you this. They would be very honest with you, and I think the apology would be that they were not really trying to deceive you, they were trying to deceive themselves. So again, I would say take it with a grain of salt, because your person is sort of still in this Seven of Swords energy where I think they're still being a little sly. I don't know if they're being completely honest about everything. So really use your intuition, I would say. But I don't feel your person has malicious intents. I think they're only being sly because they do want to come back into your life, and they do want this union, but they can see the boundary you have created over here, right? We have Nine of Wands. So they would also say that they're extremely attracted to you, and they're very simpy. I think they're simping over you a lot. I think they're talking about you to their friends, their family, and they do recognize where they have, I would say they do realize where they have gone wrong, and they really do want this chance to make it up to you. And they're really sorry for the harsh words that were exchanged between you both. But they would also say that they can see that you're incredibly intuitive. You have been able to figure a lot of things out without them giving you a lot of information. So, in a way, they would tell on themselves if they drunk called you. And I do think there was a lot of gaslighting over here because we have King of Swords and we have the High Priestess. So, it's battle of the mind versus divine intuition, and it can get very tricky, right? It can get very tricky with such characters. So, really take your time in, because again it's general reading. I cannot exactly tell you if you should entertain your person or not, because I do feel there's separation over here. So really be very discerning at your end, and really gauge, have they truly changed. Yeah, I think that's an important message for you. But coming back to this reading, I think the problem with your person is they're not extremely self-aware, and they're definitely not as self-aware as you. And I think you need someone who would be self-aware. You cannot explain to someone every little thing that they have done wrong, right? Even if they do feel that they have done something wrong. So, and I'm not telling you to not forgive your person. Please forgive your person and move on. I just think you deserve better, and I think you will be able to do much better. And you will look back at the situation as a distant memory, which doesn't really have any power over you that it once did. And I do think you will get more in your manifestation energy over here. I do think you will be able to again create whatever you want, whether it be a job of your own or start a business of your own. Whatever you want over here, pile number 3 is truly going to be yours. So this does feel like a test over here in a way, doesn't it? So I think if your person is drunk enough and honest enough, I think they would also tell you that they really want you and they feel that they need you, but they just don't know how much of themselves can they offer to you right now, because they do have a sense of lack that they're feeling about their own thing. Maybe you're doing much better than them, maybe. And for a lot of y'all, I don't think your person expected you to exceed them, especially in work, and I do feel this is about that. So your person would say that they do feel a little inferior when it comes to just everything you have achieved, and that's sort of like a red flag, isn't it? Again, I do think your person has showed you their anger and temper, and I do think one of those moments you really realize that, wow, this person is really not who they say they are. And I do think that realization has, in a way, helped you and set you free. So your person, and I do think your person also recognizes that in a way. I think they know exactly why you left, even though they would not really own up to it. But their insincerity is something that, again, they would say that they would try their best to change. I just don't know how successful they would be. I'm really trying to make this a positive reading, but I really guess that is the message by number 3. So please fit it to your situation. Yeah. Your person would also say that they're definitely keeping an eye out on you. They're definitely wanting to know what you're up to if you're seeing someone else. And for a lot of y'all, I do think you are, or if you're not, you should start. I do think that's a good sign for you. We'll take the dogs as confirmation. So I think you've really learned your lesson with this person, pile number 3. So you don't really have a need to repeat these lessons. And your person, if they're honest enough, they would say that they do think you're better off without them, even if they don't want to be without you. So again, I do think your person might pull at your heartstrings, but I think you need to be better about it. I think you just need to give self and your person space. I think you just need to give them a good few years of not having any contact with you. And I do think then they would be in a better place of accountability, because I do think accountability is a problem with your person. And I do think this has been a problem with them. So don't ignore that. I think that's important. Your person would again say that they really miss you and they really miss everything that you had to even offer them. So I do think your person had a sense of comfort with you that they just don't feel with anyone in their life anymore, even if they chose someone else over you. So they would tell you that they do self sabotage, but I just don't know how bad they truly feel for doing that. Because if they did feel that, they would stop doing that. But I don't think this person has stopped doing that because they're still in this deceptive energy. So definitely a sign of caution for you, pile number 3. So be careful about what you choose to invest with your person moving forward, and to really take your time and gauge, because when it comes to love, and when you really like someone, when your heart chakra is that open, our ability to see gets blinded, because we always want to give the person the benefit of the doubt, even if it isn't warranted or they haven't earned it, right? So I think in your heart you're extremely intuitive, and I know extremely intuitive people also make this mistake, but you will be able to just know what's the right thing to for you to do, particularly in this situation. So I for this pile, I would particularly say that really listen to your heart when it comes to your person, because you will know. You will just know. Because again, there's this high priestess energy. So know what you want. Yeah. Shovel some oracle. What would your person say if they could be honest? Okay, pile number 3, we have I believe we're meant to be together. I will never love you like another. I want to regain your trust. So again, with your person, I feel they're gonna come back in this receptive energy, and I don't think you should entertain them. And they will try their best to slither their way back in, but you understand certain roads are best left abandoned, right? And know that this is also sort of a test for you. And I think if you make it through this, you will soon be with someone who will truly be at your wavelength. And I would even say go on more dates. I think you need to just separate your energy. And for this part, I would also say you can also do cord cutting rituals. I think that would really, really help. So look into that. Because I do feel your person is pulling at your energy. They're definitely tugging at your energy. So cleanse. Yeah. Any other messages? Yeah, that's all I have for pile number 3s. Again, it's a general reading, so please take what resonates, leave the rest. And if you like my style of reading, please like this video, share, subscribe, comment. It means a lot. It helps the channel grow. And if you want to reach out for private reading, you can definitely do that. My email ID and my Instagram handle are given in the description box below, so you can definitely reach out for private reading. And I'll see you guys in your next reading.